According to a recent survey, it seems that if Europeans were voting, Joe Biden would win the election. And I can confirm that, judging from the things that I heard here on the streets of Rome. And actually, Trump's best score was here in Italy, where 15% of Italians actually saying that they would back Donald Trump, but still the majority would support Biden. The reason for that, Rosie, is, as you mentioned earlier on, well, Donald Trump's actually handling of the COVID pandemic is really much seen as a failure, but not just that. The fact that he decided to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement also is seen as the least popular moves. And together with that, his plan also to build a wall at the US-Mexico border. But generally speaking, really, the reason why Italians have been following this election is not really to know more about Biden's policies, but rather to see whether or not Trump will be defeated. And we know as well that Italians in general, despite that, still have a very good opinion of the US. According to the same survey, 35% of Italians actually said that they had a good opinion of the country. So they're considered to be the most favorable in Europe toward the US. Now, also speaking about relations between the US and Italy, they've changed so much over the years. At the time of the first Conte government, formed by the Five Star and the League Party, Trump was much closer to Italy. That's because Trump's attacks on the European Union very much reflected the attitude of both the League and the Five Star movement. But recently, we know that Italy has become a major battleground of this cold tech war between China and the US. Italy is one of the first countries to experiment with the use of 5G, and this is where China wants to invest. And this is an issue that actually was raised by US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in his recent visit to Italy. And finally, Rosie, well, in case Joe Biden wins, we should expect perhaps a strengthening of the transatlantic partnership. But Biden would perhaps demand that Italy takes a clearer stance on China and Russia, in particular on Russia. Perhaps Biden would demand that the Italian government takes a distance from Moscow.